So this is our chapter 12, chi-square. We use chi-square when we calculate proportions for more than two samples. Like we calculate z-test when we have more than when we have two proportions or one proportion. But in case we have more than two proportions, we can apply z-test, but it is more preferable to apply chi-square test. So we take an example where we have gender versus left-handed or right-handed. So hand preference left-handed versus right-handed, and we have gender. So in this case we can make a 2 cross 2 contingency table: left-handed, right-handed, male and female. So this is our 2 cross 2 contingency table, two columns and two rows. So here let's say we are given a data that out of 120 female, 12 are left-handed. So out of 120 female, 12 are left-handed, and out of 180 male, 24 are right-handed. This is given. Now we know that there are total 120, so remaining are right-handed. 120 minus 12, remaining are right-handed. 180 minus 24, remaining are right-handed male. So 24 plus 12, this is the total of this column, this is total of this column, this is total of this row, this is total of this row, and this is the grand total. Either you take sum from this side or this side, it would be same. So these are called observed frequencies. Okay, null and alternate hypothesis, like we say that left-handed and right-handed proportions are same in both male and female. So this is how we make null and alternate hypothesis. As you know, alternate hypothesis always go against null hypothesis. This is the formula: observed frequencies minus expected frequency. I will explain how to calculate this expected frequency. Observed frequency is given, as I told you, number of left-handed and female, a number of left and right-handed male and female, and we arranged them in contingency table. That was our observed frequency. Through them we will calculate our this expected frequency. So decision rule: reject H naught if chi-square statistics is greater than chi-square critical. So that is the general rule which is applicable for all tests, as you know. Okay, so this is overall proportion. You can calculate it, otherwise we don't use it in our calculations. Now, how to calculate expected frequency? This is the general formula for expected frequency, but I would prefer to explain it through the contingency table. Like you can see here, if I want to calculate the expected frequency for this cell, this is given observed frequency. Now I want to calculate the expected frequency for this cell. Now I will see the total of this column and total of this row, 120 and 36. Multiply 120 and 36, divide them with the grand total 300. So it will give me 14.4. So it will come here in this cell. Similarly, if I want to calculate the expected frequency for this cell, I will see the total of this row and total of this column and total of this row. 264 times 180 divided by 300, it will be 158.4. This is how we calculate the expected frequencies. And after calculating all the expected frequencies, we substitute them into the formula, like FO minus FE. FO minus FE. 12 is FO, FE is 14.4 whole square divided by 14.4. This is how we do for all the cells, and we get chi-square like this. Now we check the value in the table, chi-square table, like we have other tables. Similarly, we have chi-square table against alpha and degree of freedom. How do we calculate degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is number of row minus 1 times the number of column minus 1 is our degree of freedom in chi-square test. Like you can see, we had two rows, left-handed and right-handed, and two columns male and female, so it is 1. So that is why degree of freedom is 1. In the chi-square table, against degree of freedom 1 and alpha 0.05, you will get 3.841, and the table is given at the end of your book. So more than 2 proportion is exactly on the same way, same formula, but you will have different contingency table. Like here you can see we have 3 columns and 2 rows. 3 columns minus 1 and 2 rows minus 1, its degree of freedom will be 2. That is the only difference, otherwise rest of the things are same. For example, if I want to calculate the expected frequency for this cell, the sum of this column is 100 times the sum of this row, whatever the sum would be for this row, it will be multiplied with this number divided by grand total. So I will get this expected frequency. For example, here you can see this is the observed frequency for this cell. The total is 120 and the total of this column is 100. So 120 times 100 divided by grand total, which is 200. So I will get 60. This is how we calculate all the observed and all the expected frequencies through observed frequencies. We get chi-square 12.72 and critical value for chi-square is 9.2. So reject H0 on the basis of this critical value.